First of all, this is not a tutorial, it's more of a general roadmap, a quick guide for your journey as a beginner animator. Sharp. So, you've seen an animated film and thought, wow, this is so cool. I want to make something like this too. Well, good for you, because that's what all animators want. So check that as one of the things you have going on for you. Alright, so to put it simply, animation is movement, bringing something to life, or rather creating the illusion of life through movement. As you can see from these examples, basically if it's moving, then it's animated. Now there's a bunch of ways to achieve that, be it via editing software, rigging or puppeteering models of any kind, or in our case, drawing a bunch of images and lining them up in a particular order to give the appearance of movement. A lot of people think animation is hard and some think it's very easy, and both can be true depending on what kind of animation you're doing and your skill level. But for anyone who is trying to get into it and wants to know exactly what it's about, I've simplified it to what I believe is all you need to get started. So there's three things, right? First of all, you need a medium, so something to draw on. That would be a drawing or animation software, or you can go the traditional route and have a stack of paper that you just flip through. Secondly, you need some level of drawing skills, and by some I mean virtually none, because honestly speaking, the barest of all minimums is required. I mean, look at this. It's a freaking stick figure, for crying out loud. Like, are you telling me that you can't do this? Number 3, lastly but not leastly. Wait, what the fuck? Is that even a thing? You know what, fuck it, I'm standing by it. Lastly but not leastly, you need time and patience, because animation is a slow and repetitive process. So once you have all this, you can pretty much start animating, but after getting a hang of it, you'll probably want to get good at it, because at this point you've just been throwing random ingredients in a pot and heating it up. Yes, you have been cooking, but come on, like, you're not a chef, right? But Ronin, what does it take to get good? Before I answer that, let's get one thing clear. Improvement takes time, okay? Most of us aren't prodigies, which means unfortunately, you and I have to put in the hours to get good. You understand? Sharp. So what does it take to get good? What separates a regular cook from a chef? Simple. You need to up your proficiency in two things. The first being your draftsmanship. Fuck, Sloom. AKA your drawing skills. This means learn the art fundamentals, so stuff like composition, perspective, anatomy and the like. There are a bunch of teachers on YouTube who can help you with that. I would recommend MARC because I like his art style and he breaks down the process in a way that makes a lot of sense, at least for me. He has a video titled Learn How to Draw in 30 Days, which serves as a guide for what to practice, when and how. I'll leave a link to it in the description, or you can just search for it. He's pretty big on YouTube. Secondly, you have to learn the 12 principles of animation. These are the neat little tips and tricks composed by industry veterans that help you make your animation look more believable. Right? Not necessarily realistic, but believable. So stuff like squash and stretch, easing, arcs, anticipation, etc. Again, there's a bunch of people on YouTube who can teach you all these things. And while you're at it, you should probably get this book, because this is an animation video and I'd be amiss if I didn't mention it. It's called the Animator Survival Kit, and there's a link to a free PDF in the description. Now, you can stat boost these things in any order, but from my experience, the animation principles are pretty easy to get down, so I'd focus a bigger chunk of my time practicing drawing fundamentals. Now, I'm not a teacher or an expert at any of this. I just wanted to simplify it so that it's less intimidating for anyone who wants to start doing it. Honestly, this video is just as much for you as it is for me, because I'm also new to this stuff. In practice at least. Anyway, if you have thoughts on anything that I've mentioned or might have missed, leave a comment, I'll be sure to respond to it. And while you're at it, like the video and subscribe. I use Krita for drawing and plan on making a video about what it's like animating on it. So if you want to see a beginner's perspective on all of this, turn on post notifications and nah, I'm not gonna plug my Instagram because I feel like I'm already asking for too much. So yeah. Thanks for watching and peace. But Ronin, what does it take to get good? To get good? That is a great ass question.